Hey, Central New York, what is up? It's me, Bob Jokel with Hunt Real Estate, and it's time for the monthly housing market update for Onondaga County. The numbers for June of 2025 just were released by the Greater Syracuse Association of Realtors. Some interesting numbers. Things tend to usually slow down a little bit in July and August, but that trend may change this summer. So let's see what happened in June and where we are year to date, and see what that means to anyone who is thinking about selling or buying a home. So new listings for the month of June were down versus last June, but pretty flat, down 0.8%, 524 new listings versus 528 new listings. Really not much of a difference there. Year to date, new listings are still up a little bit, 2.7%, 2,314 new listings versus 2,253 new listings. Now, I introduced a few new statistics last month or the month before that I think can give us a little more in-depth idea of, specifically what's going on in the area. So as far as new listings are concerned, half of the new listings, or almost half, 49.3% of the new listings, were priced between $150,000 and $300,000, and that seems to be where the biggest segment of the market is at. Pending sales, which are homes that are under contract waiting to close, month to date we're down quite a bit, down 16.3%, 339 pending sales versus 405. And year to date, pending sales are down 7%, 1,791 pending sales versus 1,925. Not sure why that is, since the inventory is up a little bit, other than maybe some of the inventory is priced higher than where most of the buyers are. Okay, but 52% of the new purchase contracts for the month of June were for homes that were priced between $150,000 and $300,000. So there you go. That's where that seems to be where the biggest part of the market is. That's where most of the buyers are. Closed sales were up for the month 6%, 335 closed sales versus 316. So that means that March, April were pretty active months. They were more active than last year, and that's why we had more closed sales, because the homes that closed in June, most of them are homes that were purchased in March and April. Now, year to date, closed sales were down slightly, 0.9%, 1,570 closed sales versus 1,584. So not that much of a difference, less than 1%. Days on the market until sale. For the month it was up 6.3%, but really flat, 17 days on the market versus 16 days on the market. So homes are still selling quickly. Year to date it was flat, 22 days on the market versus 22 days on the market. And again, keep in mind that although the average is 17 days on the market, that can be a little deceiving, because when homes are listed now, quite often there's delayed showings, meaning we listed Monday, but we're not going to start showing it until Friday, okay? And that will increase the days on the market. And then if we get multiple offers, then a deadline is set, so that might be another 3 or 4 days down the line before offers are reviewed and anything is accepted. So that can tend to inflate that number a little bit. Homes are still selling quite quickly. Now, one thing I want to point out is the average days on the market for homes priced between 150 and 300 was 12.7 days. But for homes priced above 300,000, 38 days was the average days on the market. So again, that's just more reinforcing statistics to show us that the bulk of the business are for homes between 150 and 300,000. Now, the median sale price, this just continues to go up and up and up. The median sale price and the average sale price are just really rising at an amazing rate. The median sale price for the month of June, this month versus last month, was up 13.3%. $289,000 versus $255,000. That's considerable. I mean, $34,000 more for the median priced home this June versus last June. And year to date, median sale price is up 13%, 260,000 versus 230,000. So again, you know, $30,000 more is what we're looking at for the median priced home. Now, the average sales price was up for the month 11.5%, $351,794 versus $315,627. And year to date, the average sale price was up 11.9%, $311,403 versus $278,331. Definitely considerable increases in price. Now, keep in mind that this is strictly for Onondaga County, these particular statistics right now. So if you live in Oswego or Cayuga or Madison County, you know, those numbers are going to be a little different. Percent of list price received. Now, that's the ratio between the asking price, the listing price, versus the price that was actually received for the home when it was sold. And so for the month of June, it was down slightly, 0.9%. So the percent of list price received this June was 105.9% versus last June 106.9%. Still, you know, 6 to 7% above full asking price seems to be where we were this June. Year to date, it's down 1%, 103.9% versus 105%. So, you know, you're looking at anywhere from 4 to 5% above full asking price year to date. That trend has been there steadily for quite some time, a couple of years. It just seems to be where it's at, and the reason for that obviously is there are more buyers out there than there are homes for sale, especially in certain price ranges. The inventory of homes for sale, and that's the total number of homes that are out there listed for sale, was up 57.7%, 642 homes versus 407 homes. Now, keep in mind that, you know, the new listings were down, right? And so why is the inventory up? And, you know, it's every month I've got the same reason. You've got some homes that deals fell through for whatever reason, and they came back on the market. They just go into inventory. They don't come in as new listings. You've got new construction listings out there, what we call phantom listings, where the house really doesn't exist. The builders are showing you what you could build on a certain lot for a certain price. And those listings sit out there for 180 days. So that's going to also skew that number a little bit. And there's homes out there, we are seeing a lot of price reductions. A lot of people are pricing their homes a lot, you know, higher than they should, because they're pricing them based on sold prices as opposed to listing prices. Okay, when you see that homes are selling for 4 to 5% above full asking price, those are houses that are priced properly. And when people decide to list their home and they look at the comps, some people want to price their house based on the sold price, not on the list price. And that's not necessarily a good idea. So we're seeing a lot of price reductions. Every day we see price reductions in the multiple listing system. The month supply of inventory is up 75%. Now again, the month supply of inventory, that number is how many months, represents how many months would it take to sell all of the inventory we have right now under the current market conditions. So months supply of inventory is up 75%, which sounds like a lot, but it's 2.1 months worth of inventory versus 1.2 months worth of inventory. Every month I tell you, a balanced market is 4 to 6 months worth of inventory. A seller's market is under 4 months worth of inventory, and a buyer's market is over 6 months worth of inventory. So we're still in a seller's market. Of course, depending on the price range, it's more of a seller's market than it is in others. The Housing Affordability Index, and that is based on how affordable is a median priced house for a household with the median income. Now this is for the entire board. So this is Onondaga, Oswego, Cayuga, Madison counties. The Housing Affordability Index was down for the month 3.1%, meaning homes were 3.1% less affordable than they were last month. Year to date, the Housing Affordability Index is down 9.8%, and for the last 3 years running, it's been down. So for 2023, it was down 14.5%. For 2024, it was down 10.7%, and for 2025, it was down 9.8%. So it continues to, the homes continue to be less affordable. The median priced homes out there seem to be less affordable for households making the median income. That's exactly what that statistic is telling us, and that's an important statistic for most buyers, that's for sure. And just to give you an idea, that price per square foot is also an indicator, and for June of 2025, the average price per square foot was $204 per square foot. Now the 2024 number was really skewed, and I don't know why. I think there may have been an error. It was off the charts, so it can't be right. So I'm not quoting the 2024 dollars per square foot, but the price per square foot for June of 2023 was $170 a square foot. For 2022 is $150 per square foot. And when we started 2025, for January of 2025, the list price per square foot out there was about $169 per square foot. So, you know, that just makes sense because we're seeing the median prices increase, we're seeing the average prices increase. It's all a matter of the market. It's all a matter of supply and demand. It's also affected by new construction, the price of materials, and the price of labor. So I hope that this information is helpful to you. And especially if you're thinking about buying a home or selling a home. Your knowledge is power. You know, this information, you know, I hope you write it down. If you're thinking about selling or buying a home, please reach out to me. I'd love to work with you. We'll just sit down, no obligation, go over the market. If you're selling a home, let's see what we think your house will sell for. If you're looking to buy a home, let's sit down, get together with a mortgage professional, see what you can afford, and see where you want to live and what kind of price range maybe you want to be in. So again, I hope you're having a great day. I hope to hear from you. Enjoy the summer. It's short around here.